Are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Oilers. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Get it.
First carry for Darius Geis. Avoids him at the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Geis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over first.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go! 60 or 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Yep.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Let's go. 10-2, sir. General West. 5.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf. Watch the twin. Watch the twin. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go. Get.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's make these babies go.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
He's got to double up. By Shaquem Griffin. An 8-yard loss on the play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hatchet. Ball shot. Quick.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they run, and they pick that one off.
On the ground, it's Geis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
18 Gator. Watch the run. Switch wishbone, travel. Ready.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 6-6. Pull it high.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
61, match box, right.
They'll look to throw here. But it's caught. Tompkins. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jayon Brown. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw. Fields. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. from the gun. Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Fields. That's caught left side by Hardman. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
25, check 25, check 25. Go 58's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action. Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the 2nd quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After 1 quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Sack, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. His throw caught at about the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 1.
You got tape.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's able to find Wallace, finding room at the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 58, right up. Mike, 58, right there.
Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill, kill, kill. Check 26, check 26. Check 50, check 50.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Cleveland.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Get in the weight room. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Little.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit. Petty's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Fields. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, fighting off the defender. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check mark 39. Check mark 39.
2nd and long. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Little. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, let go.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Man, go. Switch. Shoot.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the positive side, it did pick up a first down, and it was a decent gain. But from the defense's perspective, they're pretty happy it didn't break big. And when that happens, offense is now showing its hand. They've shown us that play. Maybe we can hold them the rest of the game.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Let's set a tone. He's coming.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are...
And he loses the football a second time. It's going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Right there. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 52. Ready? You're out. Check 24. Watch 24. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check your hot read. Right stone. Travel.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Fields. That is caught at the 7. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. The 40, the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go.
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Big 80 weapon.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Greystone, travel. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Houston. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Fields. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check 43.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. On the ball. Head up.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go. Yeah. Defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
218, chopper. Hey. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Chopper. Check. Snap.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
1st down.
Check 4.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big